Stop trying to fix your reality. Stop trying to manifest and just accept the reality that it's done already. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliette Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you resonate with this message, make sure to like this video and subscribe and tap that bell icon. If you would like to work together, that information's in the description box below, as well as the link to my meditation channel. So make sure to subscribe there as well. You never fix anything. Hear this. You never fix anything. You never fix any problem. You only ever shift to a parallel reality where that problem doesn't exist, where it maybe never existed, or it has been resolved. So can you see how irrelevant trying to fix things really is? Trying to solve everything. Oh my God, how do I fix all these problems? How do I manifest all these solutions? So much of like what manifestation is. I was saying this to my partner a few months ago. I was like, it's just so interesting because, manifestation is a positive thing of how we are, being the deliberate creators of our reality. But really what draws people into manifestation is, I got to fix these problems. We're coming from lack and trying to fix. And that is the opposite of what this manifestation process really is. If you stay in that state of fixing, of figuring it out, you will never fix it and you will never figure it out. You're only attracting a reality over and over where you have to fix this problem, where there are no answers, where nothing makes sense. I'm confused. What do I do? That's what you are creating. That's the reality you're creating, as opposed to shifting to focusing on what reality do I want to create? Do I want to be living? It already exists. Which will I choose? Stop trying to focus on how you can change the current reality because you never change it, and focus on who do I want to be? What do I want to have? And claim it as done. Know it is done. In the moment you assume it to be done, or you imagine it, or you feel it, it's done. That is real. That's the reality. What's outside of you is shadows, projections, right? Reflections. So you never change another person. You move to a parallel reality where that person is different. You never change your body or heal your body. You shift to a parallel timeline, parallel reality, where your body is thin or where your body is healthy, and your body will start to change to match up with that, whether you're led to take actions or not. Everything is already done. Every possible desire, every possible reality, every possible version of you already exists, and it exists within you because that is where reality is happening. It's not happening outside of you. There is no out there. When you're trying to fix out there, you're trying to fix shadows and projections. Do you see how irrelevant that is? And so at some point, it's just you gotta get to a stage where you're willing to give up trying to fix this and trying to figure this out. That does not mean that you don't take action. That does not mean that you don't focus on what you want, if that feels good to you. But it does mean that you stop trying to sit there and fix it and focus on it and try to manifest. I'm trying. So many clients I work with, so many comments that I get on my YouTube videos, there's often this trying, like I'm doing all these things and I'm trying to manifest, but it's not working. It's not about what you're doing or you're trying to do. It's about a state of being. How many, Bashar, Neville Goddard, a range of different teachers tell us circumstances do not matter. Only your state of being matters. So are you being the creator? Are you knowing your power? Are you standing in your confidence? Or are you still choosing to be swayed by outer circumstances that are illusions, that are reflections, that are temporary? You haven't yet really trusted in the process, because when you trust in the process and you understand what reality is and how it works, then you're more willing to let this go and give it up and let it be handed to you. When you're trying to make it happen, trying to figure it out, you don't believe. You don't believe. You're in lack. You don't trust. So how can you manifest what you want? Just a big, clear message to you today that if there is anything in your life that feels like a big struggle, that feels like it's just like you're trying to do the impossible, it feels exhausting, that is your sign that you need to let go. Again, you could still focus on what you want, you could still do processes, you can still take action, but you're no longer fixing this. You're assuming and accepting that it is already done, because it is. It's already done, it's already yours, and you do any actions or any processes or anything from that state. The outer circumstances don't matter because I know it's done. Let go. The higher mind, your inner being, has got this, and it's you just clinging to it like I gotta fix it. That's just getting in the way. And if you can do that less, and you can focus on just your knowing and your confidence and realizing that it's done already, and you go get happy, you go live your life, it'll manifest. Because the truth is, it's already been figured out. It already exists. There's already a version of you living it. So literally right now, you already have what you want. And that is this whole manifestation process, is getting us back to the realization that we already have what we want. And it's literally just claiming that, or assuming that, or believing in that then it begins to show up. It's all here. Everything exists here. It's just in the unseen. When you're focused on the how it's going to happen, or when is it going to happen, or even I so badly want this, that's all coming from lack. You're not in the state of the wish fulfilled, or the state of knowing that it's done. You're not in alignment. So if you notice you're feeling that way or thinking that way, then drop it and make a new decision, right? Catch yourself. Remind yourself that's not your job, that it's done, it's in place, and I'm going to go be happy. I'm going to go live my life. Do you know that you are so worthy that you can literally have whatever it is that you want right now without having to lift a finger, without having to prove you're worthy, without having to struggle or put in effort? Do you know that you are worthy enough, deserving enough, that you can completely let this subject go, let this problem go, and let the higher mind deliver it to you, figure it all out for you and deliver it to you? Do you understand that that's how worthy and blessed you actually are? That you could just say, I want this thing. This is what I prefer. You can drop it. You can focus on it still or take action, like I said, but you can drop it completely. You can let it go, knowing that you planted the seed. And then allow the higher mind to give it to you. Allow yourself to receive it. Do you understand that that's how powerful and worthy you really are? Is you can just say, I want this thing, and it can come to you. Feel that worthiness. Choose that for yourself. Stop choosing to see yourself as not good enough or not worthy enough. I got to change all these things. Stop it. It's not helping. Accept your power. Step into your worthiness and just let go of trying to fix problems, because you never fix problems. Ever, 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 ever. You only ever make them worse, right? When you're focused on the problem, how do I fix it? How do I manifest it? All these things, I'm reacting to it. You got to understand that firstly, you're in control of your reactions. I get so many people saying, I feel so bad when I look at this, or when I see that, or I get triggered by that. And of course, I want you to identify why you're feeling that way. But for the most part, I want you to know that you have control over your reactions, and you have a choice in the moment to just surrender to whatever, make a negative assumption about whatever this thing is. Like, what's the automatic negative assumption that you're placing on this, a negative meaning? And you can choose to surrender to that negative belief. You can choose to spiral and just keep reacting, or you can make a different choice. You don't realize that you don't have to react how you think you need to react. You see something, you're like, this is not what I want, and you automatically assume it's a bad thing, Why? You can place meaning. Everything is neutral. You place the meaning on it, and that gives that thing, that experience, that person, that event meaning. Place a different assumption on it. Make it a positive thing. I'm on my path. I'm still on my path. This is helping me. This is a good thing. Understand that you don't have to keep the feelings going. You don't have to focus on the old story. You can choose differently. You don't have to sit here and try to figure it out and fix it. You have other choices. Know that you're going to get what you want. This is what I always used to say back in the day. I'm going to get what I want eventually. I'm going to get the relationship that I want eventually. I'm going to have the body that I want eventually. You know, this was when I put on weight. And I'm going to heal. I know my body's going to heal eventually. I just had that in the back of my mind of, I know I'm going to get what I want eventually. But I have to let this stuff go because it is just ruining my happiness. And I have a choice of how I feel, what I give attention to, how I focus, what assumptions I place on things. And I just let go and let the higher mind, let my inner being handle it. And just went and got happy. And I got all the things that I wanted. It just all came in, and pretty much around the same time. Just like one thing, then another thing, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I wasn't even trying to manifest. I was still focused on the subjects of them occasionally, but not trying to make anything happen, not trying to fix anything. And that is the key, no matter what process you do, no matter what you do or you don't do. Just give up fixing, accept that it's done, and move on. It's not your job to figure out how. Okay, that is it for this video. If you did enjoy this, let me know by commenting down below, giving this video a thumbs up, and subscribing. If you'd like to work together, that information's in the description box below for you. Have an amazing day. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.